So, brand new Congress. It is started by some folks that were on the Bernie team, and the concept is so radical and so out of the box that it's probably going to blow your mind the first time you hear it. And the first thing you're going to say is it can't possibly work. But don't forget, that's what they said about Bernie, and he got half, if you believe what they told us it was, of the Democrats to come out. 43 million people came out and supported him. So basically what you need to know about brand new Congress is it's the concept of running 400 new candidates. That means getting most of Congress and most of the Senate out. They have been intrinsically institutionalized, and that institution is corruption, and it's really hard to work with a lot of them because they have this belief system. In fact, there was a really great quote from a video I watched recently where the Democrats are kicking themselves and they are absolutely realizing what a mistake they made, and to them the mistake they made was they missed opportunities to get Hillary elected. So basically, if they had the chance to do it all over again, guess what they would do? Shove Hillary down our throats again. They haven't learned anything. We need to get them out. We need to get the bums out. Now, we're not running to 2020. That's the beautiful part. We're not running in 4 years. We're running in 2 years for two reasons. One, because what needs to happen with the earth needs to happen now. We need to really have some power and some momentum in Congress to make some huge changes as to how our survival of our species is going to end up. If you're a climate denier, okay, let's have a conversation about that. Feel free to email me, talk to me, whatever, amy@wakingwolf.com. But most of the people that I know are not climate deniers. They understand that there have been more than 400 studies all across the globe. They all say the same thing. The earth is warming. The last 15 months have been the hottest in history. There's a reason for it. If you go to the Arctic, you see there's no snow. It's a terrifying situation. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about how do we make those changes. And so these 400 people will be running on both sides of the aisle. And that's what I think is actually pretty genius about the vision. It's like in Republican states, we'll run a Republican, and in Democratic states, we run a Democrat. And are we going to be funding 400 campaigns? No. One campaign with one message. And it was the message that Bernie was trying so hard to get across to people, that we will save money with single-payer healthcare. Second of all, there are $3.2 trillion in corporate subsidies. Basically what that means is that you pay more for your taxes than General Electric or Boeing. So let that sink in. General Electric or Boeing. And speaking of Boeing, Boeing got $16 billion in subsidies. $16 billion, right? So we think, oh, that's a huge number. Do you know how huge? Do you know how big a billion is? You need to know this. $1 billion, if I had $1 billion, I could spend $1,000 a day for, fill in the blank, 2,780 days, 2,780 months, 2,780 weeks. What do you think it is? Well, it was a trick question. It's actually 2,780 years, $1,000 a day. And that's $1 billion. They got $16 billion. And also create public works programs, tons of them. Let's convert to solar so we don't have to worry about fracking. We don't have to worry about fossil fuels and all the wars that we start and that we create and all the death because of fossil fuels. That's all gone when we move to solar. I once saw a map of the United States. Let's pretend this is the map of the United States, right? and maybe the size of Wisconsin and maybe the size of Oregon, if you put those together. That was the size of the amount of actual space that we would need as a country in solar panels covered the entire state to run the country. We wouldn't need fossil fuels, and it is stupid that we do it because sun is free. So, okay, so anyways, that's the platform. Healthcare, minimum wage, get out of fossil fuels, take care of our elderly, take care of our vets, get out of wars. Really important things for the people, things that people really care about at the heart of themselves, and to cross the line between Republican and Democrat, because that fighting that they're always making us do, oh, don't be a red, be a blue, don't be a blue, be a red, that is what they use to control us. And we are done being controlled. So what that means is that one will run, where it's red, will run red. Where it's blue, will run blue. Single message, single campaign, unification. And don't forget, we raised $220 million. We outraised Hillary Clinton with small donations. And so big corporations they won't see this coming. We're going to do it in a midterm. Midterms, you can't get people to get out to vote. You can't. You can drag them, but they're not going to vote. So if we know that's coming and there's this grassroots revolution, then we're going to go to the polls and we're going to vote and we're going to get our people in. And that's really the crux of it. Let's get as many voices. Sorry about that. My camera fell. I don't have a really good squeezy thing to hold it in. So the important part of this is that we absolutely focus on Brand New Congress. If you're new to it, go to the website, brandnewcongress.com. If you can, sign up for the emails. At least start getting the information as it comes in. If you can, elect somebody or nominate somebody that you know and love that would be a great person in Congress. And if you can afford it, it would be great to do a monthly donation. Myself, I'm doing $3 a month. People ask me all the time, oh my God, do you really think that this could work? Well, I have two answers for you. Nobody thought Bernie's campaign would get half of the support that it did, and half of the Democratic support. And also, if this doesn't work, I don't know that we have any other better answers. Like, honestly, the Democrats are kicking themselves for losing this election, but they're not finger pointing at themselves. If we keep our power with them, we're going to lose, lose, lose every time. They're always going to be out for their selfish, greedy asses and not give a shit about us. So this is a way to take back our power. This is a way to shake up the establishment. This is a way to get our country back. And, you know, if you feel like breathing air and having a climate that is not a half a degree hotter in 10 years and not walking out your sea level floor apartment into 10 feet of water and needing to swim to work, then you might want to vote for Brand New Congress. Leaving the corporations in charge, terrifying. Anyways, this is me signing off. Aloha and namaste, and have an awesome day. Aloha.